Hey guys, what's up? I am back with another video, and I know it has been literally forever since I've done a video, but I'm here today to do one for you, and I'm pretty cozy in this sweater that's been in my drawer for years now, and I like it. So, today's video is a little bit dark and deep, but I don't have anybody else to talk about these situations with. Well, I do, but I don't. It's kind of awkward. So I feel open enough to share them on the internet. I'm not trying to put out a big sappy, story to get all your waterworks going. I'm just doing it from my preference and telling you stuff that's happened in my life before to help people out there that's going through the same thing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Also, if this video is very long, I apologize right now, but I'm horrible at explaining things, and anybody that knows me knows that. So, let's go ahead and get started.
Come on, turn the radio on, it's Friday night, and I won't be...
Okay, so the story starts my first year of high school, and I'm not trying to scare people with their first year of high school, but mine sucked. I didn't really feel like I had anybody. I felt alone. I was always the quiet one. You see me sitting in the hallway by myself reading a book or texting on my phone. I wouldn't be with a group of people. I don't know. I guess I just preferred to be alone, and that was how I went every day. But mostly it was because I didn't fit in. Now, I'll admit, I'm a little bit chubby for my size. But it doesn't mean that I gotta get bullied for it. Nobody needs to get bullied for their weight, for the way they look, for the way they're talking. It doesn't matter. Everybody's made differently for a reason. And it's taking me so long to figure that out, and I almost want to kick myself in the butt for it, but I'm here today, and that's all that matters. So what a lot of people know about me is I'm quiet. I'm the person in the classroom who doesn't raise my hand for anything. Half the time, if I have to go to the washroom, I won't even raise my hand to ask. I will sit there and hold my bladder for as long as I can do it for, so that I don't have to raise my hand and speak in front of everybody. School presentations was the worst. I would come home crying every day. I would want to take a note to school any way possible that I could get out of it. That's me. I sit in the back corner by myself. I don't say too much, and it's been like that for a long time. So, for the longest time, I had a cavity in the front of my mouth, and I'm going to get close and personal here for a minute so you can kind of see what's happening. And also, after I show you my close and personal shot, I'll put a picture of the before, if I can find one, and the after. But this is what it looks like right now. So, I don't know if you guys can tell any blackness or the white filling showing through, but for the longest time, I had a black cavity right in the front of my mouth. My teeth overlap. I definitely need braces, and yes, I know that. You don't have to tell me that. I am not in the spot to ask my parents to put that much money into my teeth. I'm not. It's not fair to me or them. I'm not the only child in this family. They have other things they gotta worry about besides my teeth, and I understand that. But most people don't. I rotted my own teeth out, okay? I ate junk food. I drank pop. It was my front teeth, and yes, I could have done something about it, and yes, I was offered a million times, but it's not up to them to pay for my mistakes. So it was what it was for a long time. But recently, my parents found a different way out of it, and I'm not going to share that with the internet, but most people already know if you are really close to me. My parents got my front teeth fixed. They're not completely fixed. They still need braces, but they're just teeth. And I know that you can tell when I smile that my teeth are crooked, but I'm not going to stop smiling. And the thing is I like my teeth now than I ever did, and I'm not going to turn down for anybody, and I'm not going to lay in my bed and cry, because believe me, I've done that. The nicknames I've been called: Blacktooth, Dirty Mouth, gross, disgusting. Every name you can possibly think of, I've heard it all. It was bad. I couldn't even get on the bus after school without getting called something. But you know what? I still woke up the next morning and I still went to school. It just made me hate school, and it made me hate the place where I knew I had to be the most. And there's nothing I could do about it. So I just let it go. Sooner or later, I met a couple friends. And by a couple, I mean not many. But those friends have now left me. I have family. And, you know, for the longest time, I used to believe, like, I didn't have anybody. My actions, they used to get in the way of everything, and I used to just be this person who knew everything when I don't know anything about anything. But it was what it was, and I have made mistakes that I can't apologize for, nor will I even try to, because it's not going to change anything. And, you know, everybody is waking up in the morning and trying to live something down. It is what it is. When I got my grade 8 report card telling me that I was going into grade 9, I was so excited. High school. Going to high school. It's really not that fun. But I didn't know that. So I was excited to go. Mostly because I thought the bullying was going to stop, all the name calling. But it didn't. I'm 16 years old and I'm still a virgin. I've never had sex before in my life, and I've never even thought about having sex before in my life. And my friends thought it would be great for everybody in high school to know that. So I got called every name in the book once again. Green, slut, whore. I don't even know how those names got into the vocabulary, but that's my description, I guess. I felt so unwanted and so alone for the longest time. And I knew I wasn't even alone. I have parents and I have a family that loves me, but bottom line is the bullying didn't stop in grade 9. Bullying got worse. I woke up in the morning and I wouldn't want to go to school. And it got so bad that I'd call home saying I was sick when I really wasn't so that I could come home from school, because school was a place where I did not want to be. I had a boyfriend, and I won't say names. He knows who he is. If he's watching this video, I still hate you very much. Who dated me for a year and a half on and off just to gather information so that he can go back and tell everybody. Grade 9. I was the person stuck behind. I failed 8 courses in grade 9. All because somebody else decided to ruin my life. I got left behind because someone else couldn't handle me. When really it's not even their job to handle me. I was offered summer school. My mom and dad were willing to pay for it. But I said no. End of story. I don't like the easy way out. I stayed home. I came home for my personal own reasons because I didn't want to be there. So I failed. And I paid the price. And I still am. But it's fine. Because I know with the help of everybody in my life right now, I will get through it just like I have before. Grade 10. That wasn't no walk in the park either. I stopped letting the name calling and all that bother me. I moved on with my life. Left all the negativity behind. I knew that school was a place where I had to be whether I liked it or not. And staying home was not going to make me get through it any easier or any faster, so I went. I'm not saying I'm a straight A student. Maybe C's. People know all this. I mean, not everybody watching this video knows, but there's people out there that know my whole story. There's one thing that there's a lot of people that don't know. I suffer from a disorder called anxiety. It never ever used to be like this. My anxiety stops me from doing so much. I don't socialize. I don't hang out with anybody. I don't even sleep over at my friend's house half the time. I cry to come home. I lay in bed most days, all day. People call it lazy and hermit, but what you don't know is I am too scared to face the outside world. I'm too scared as to what will happen. My anxiety started halfway through grade 10, remembering everything that happened to me throughout middle school, and for the first part of high school, it set me off guard. I still have it. It's not going away anytime soon. But I gotta live with it. I know I'm not the only person out there with anxiety. So, my mom had anxiety. She still does. And I hope she's okay with me sharing this, but my mom will have a nervous breakdown right in the middle of traffic. Her anxiety will step in. I've always been like my mother. In a lot of ways. I like to blame school, but I'm still in it, and my anxiety is not going away anytime soon. And even on summer vacation, my anxiety is not going away. I don't know. I don't know where it all went wrong. And I'm not going to figure it out because I don't have enough time for that. People just don't understand. That's the hardest thing. Unless you've lived with it, you don't get it. I didn't either. Yes, I'm listening to you. Yes, I heard what you just said. And yes, I will try to help you the best of my ability, but I can't even help myself. So what makes you think I can help you? Just crack my knuckles one more time for today. It's just something that I have to live with. It's something that I have to get through on my own. I'm 16 years old. I'll be 17 in a couple days. November 1st, 2015, I met someone, my boyfriend. And I don't even think he knows this whole story. People say I'm being too dramatic or it's a pity act, when really, you don't know the whole story. You don't know why I wanted to do that so badly that I'm sitting here crying. I don't know what it was. But on November 1st, 2015, I stood down to my anxiety. I know that there's a lot of people out there that suffer from much more bigger, more important things. But holding on to important things for me just makes my anxiety worse. Knowing that that has to be done on that day. I hate school. I hate it. And I know that I'll do anything in my power to make sure I don't attend it. But I have two great parents that'll make sure I'm there every day. That'll make sure that I'm fine when I leave in the morning. And I'm fine when I get home after school. Because I love my parents. And I'm so proud of who they are. I'm so proud to call them my parents. So proud to call them my mom and my dad. And I know that they're proud of me too. I know that I've lost my way a few times and I've made mistakes, but they love me for who I am and they love me with all my flaws because I do the same for them and they know that they've made their own mistakes. Life is just one big game of trying to figure it out. And there is no winner. So yeah. I have anxiety, but I'll get through it. Okay guys, I am so sorry if that video got a little bit too sad for you, but that is my story on my anxiety. I don't really know if it's a story, but it's just something that I wanted to share for a long time, and I want people to know it, because, you know, there's so many valid points. And the lighting sucks right now because it's almost dark out, but I really wanted a video for you guys, so you got one. Thank you for watching, and I just want to take a minute to thank everybody in my family for sticking by me through everything. Most importantly, I'd really like to thank my mom and dad for being so understanding, for trying their hardest, for never giving up on me or anyone, including themselves. Because when I wake up in the morning, I know the one thing I'm going to need is both of them by my side. And I know I have them. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. I got broads in Atlanta.